What's up, guys? Welcome back. You know what we're talking about today. You read the title. You feel like you've slipped up recently, that you've done something you wish you wouldn't have done. Okay? You feel like you made a mistake. And yeah, it could have been a mistake. It definitely could have been a mistake. Now, is it the end of the world? That's what we're going to talk about. And basically, I'm going to tell you why it's not. All right, it's going to be okay. Whenever we put a lot of weight on certain situations, on certain things, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to perform at a certain level, to stay to a strict regimen, a strict routine, to get something done. And something happens to where we don't perform at that level, we can't get that done. Something comes up in life, we can't get that done. Or something out of our control messes up our routine. After we have all that pressure put onto it, we burst, all right? It makes us feel terrible about ourselves because you put all of this weight on it. And that pressure can be a good thing, and it can be a really bad thing. It can be very detrimental to your mental. It can be detrimental to your mental. For real, it can. One of my new friends that I made recently was 8 days sober. Okay, and that's, to a lot of people, that might be laughable, but that's a huge thing to somebody. And they were really proud about it. They were excited. They were talking to me. I could tell, like, we had strong communications. And very recently, the comms went dark. And I have a feeling that they relapsed. Okay, and I could be wrong. But sometimes you just have a feeling and you know. And I think they relapsed, and they're embarrassed to tell me because of putting a lot of weight onto it. But we all make mistakes. We all slip here and then. The problem is, like I said, when you put all that weight onto it, you put a lot of pressure on it, it is going to make you feel worse if you slip up. So, like, for example, I've talked about this before, but if you put a lot of pressure on your diet and you try really hard to avoid certain foods, you cut them out, you exclude them from your diet, you have one, you kind of cave, and then you binge, and then you feel really bad about yourself, right? And it kind of feeds back into this negative loop of your diet. Like, you cut it out, you avoid it, you don't just let yourself just have it every once in a while and enjoy it, and it causes you to cascade and feel terrible about yourself when you have it, right? But in all reality, it's okay if you have that thing here and there, because if you're really working on yourself to have an overall healthy lifestyle, you should be able to enjoy the foods you love here and there. And you shouldn't feel shame for that. And social media, kind of society in general, might make you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're weak, your mindset isn't strong, you're not going to the extreme, so you're worthless. And that pressure, okay, will wear on you. That pressure will wear on you. And we all make mistakes, but you got to be honest with yourself and admit, am I really trying or not? Am I actually working to better myself? Yeah, I might have slipped up. Okay, but we keep the slips to a minimal, because I know I'm working on it. I know what I can do. I know that I am getting better. And it's a gradual process. It's not the very first try is going to be perfect and I'm going to evolve in 1 week or 2 weeks. It's, yeah, over time, this is where I started. I used to be this bad. Okay, I used to be this unhealthy. I used to cope with this all the time. But then it's less. Yeah, I barely do that anymore. I barely do that. I'm working on it. I barely do that now. Okay, and then you get to a point, oh, yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. I don't need that anymore. I'm cool. I'm straight now. Or, yeah, I used to eat really unhealthy all the time. And I used to binge. I was overweight. But now, look at me. I worked on it. I feel good. I'm lean now. Yeah, every once in a while, I'll have a treat here and there, but I don't really crave it that much anymore. I don't use it as a coping mechanism, and I don't feel bad if I want a candy bar and I eat it. I don't feel bad about it anymore. Whereas 4 months ago to 6 months ago, yeah, I was a little bit more in the hole. But you see, it's just give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to work on yourself and get better. That's a lot of people start something. Okay, they start something really good for them, really beneficial. Rehab, AAA meetings. They start a new healthy diet versus something, that they were used to. Or new exercise program, new job, learning a new skill. The very beginning, it's exciting. It's like, oh, this is going to be great for me. I start it, and then in 1 or 2 weeks, you might slip, and then you feel like, oh, I messed up, abandoned ship, right? Instead of just realizing it's okay, I'm just starting out, this is new to me, this is a gradual shift. I wasn't meant to throw a Hail Mary and score a touchdown and win the game on the first pass. You get what I'm saying here? So if you've slipped up on something recently, think about it. Was it actually that bad? In the grand scheme, if you zoom out of the chart, think about from a month from now, 3 months from now, how bad really was it? Okay? Because depending on what you did, it could be more severe. Okay, did you go out and overeat some food? Okay, I'm trying to think small and then work to bigger. Did you overeat some food? You ate a little too much. You feel bad about it. You zoom out. It's not really that bad if you only do that every once in a while. Because if you're working towards, let's just say, weight loss goals, you can burn that off pretty quick. All right, if you just keep consistent with your diet, your calorie targets, and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm not going deep into that. But okay, let's say something else. You said some really mean shit to a friend, some really hurtful, mean stuff that you wish you didn't say. Okay, that holds a little bit more weight. You hurt your friend's feelings, but that can be solved with some honest conversations. It sucks, but you call them up, you apologize, you're straight, like you're good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's say you relapsed. Now, depending on what it is, it could be a little bit more severe than something else, okay? Because all drugs, they're on a spectrum of how bad and how strong they are and how they affect your brain and stuff. But let's say you relapsed after a month. Okay, you relapse, but you went a full month without doing that thing. You know you didn't need it. You were working on it. Were you happy about that month? You were? You were happy about that month. So you knew that that was a good step. Going 1 month was a huge step. Now do it again. like you're good. You're good. Like, don't be so hard on yourself and create all this pressure that makes you feel like a complete failure whenever a little mishap happens. It's all up in here. Just be honest with yourself. If you know that you're working on things, you're trying to do better, you're putting good energy into it, it's going to be all right. We all slip up. I slip up. But I know that it's going to be all right because I'm working on it. It's rare. It's a rare thing. And in the grand scheme, the little slip-ups that we have here and there, one, are just part of being human because we learn through our mistakes. And two, they don't happen a lot. All right? As you're in it long enough, they don't come as much because we learn from the mistakes, we adapt, we are less likely to do them. Okay, so this was a long video, but I just wanted to talk about that. That was on my mind today. Hopefully these thoughts came across clear, and if you slipped up, it's gonna be all right. Okay, you might feel like it's the biggest thing in your head, but chances are the weight of it isn't as big. All right, thanks for watching. Till tomorrow, peace.